Alrighty, let's get started. Fractals and shit. Oh, ley line in 6 minutes? Okay. Dude, I went to some map right at the end, right? Was it at the end or in the beginning? For a contract or whatever, one of those. And there was a ley line right there, but I missed it by like literally half a minute maybe or some shit. Which is a shame, but it is what it is, man. I guess we'll do it now. Let's see what it is. Battlefields again? Alright, bro. We'll do fractals today for the first time. Well, this is a high tier. Oh, like proper DPS, because I did DPS on this guy a little bit. For the first time as a DPS. Let's see how we do. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what I can do. Zero practice of damage though, but we'll figure it out. Didn't really sell much. Kind of curious if we'll get enough coins. I think 30 gold is reasonable. Right? If not, we'll get it tomorrow and we'll do season tomorrow. Tomorrow. 30 now? From like 70 keys, we can't get 30? I mean, if we get 70, we'll get like 60 plus some keys here and there. I'm actually running out of boxes, which is interesting. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't sell the 500 that I had in my bank. I was like, I'll never get it. But I didn't know about this buying keys stuff, so. Now we actually exhausted pretty much all of them. What's this? Who's this naked rat, bro? Now we just chill and wait for the thing. It looks kind of magnificent, man. Look at this shit. The fuck? You have extra encryptions, then you might be good. I have extra encryptions. What does that mean? What does that fucking mean? Mesmer. That way, okay. Fractal boxes. I think I have some on my maybe on Necro when I was doing quick play as well. I gotta check it out. Yeah, it probably has like 3 or 4. Magnificent creature, celestial legends. Norn Necro, interesting. Norn. I don't know how I ever start Norn Necro. I'm not saying it's wrong, just interesting. I'd say unconventional. It's like a Sura warrior. Come here, little motherfucker, I'm gonna fight you. That little fucking tiny creature. That is also a mount, right? The beetle. Oh yeah, beetle races and shit, whatever. I don't know why. Like for some reason, I just never thought there's a mount. Yeah, but. Got our points today. No, not a bad run, dude. 250. I don't think I need any of these, do I? I don't think I need that. I think we're good. There's a racetrack on this map. Yeah, like I don't know, just I've seen them before. I know of it, but like today, just looking at it for some reason, just completely blanked on it. It's like, what the fuck?
That looks valuable.
That looks valuable. When does Octobine actually? I should check. We need to replenish my ectos and stuff. In like 40 minutes, okay. Also, like, getting ascended and then like just switching stats is better than fucking waiting for the... I mean, obviously, like, there's always the case. It's just I never really considered that way. So having some ectos to just to spend it, it's not that bad. Oh, is it started? Oh, it started, it started. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna miss it again. Fuck me, dude. Please no. Please no. Gonna be in your turret? No. Now I kind of know the mechanics as well, so... Oh, fuck me, I'm on, like, wrong super. Okay, let's see if I remember my training. Never mind, he's gonna die before that. Yeah, I don't know. He's dead.
You can never have too much treasure.
Alright, let's do this. Touch this rock.
That looks valuable.
Hola los Funkos, hola, la bichos, I don't fucking know. Le biches. How you doing, bro? I'm gonna do fractals as DPS, man. Let's see how it goes today. I'm gonna get kicked immediately. Are we lacking damage? Did you find out what to do with this spice thing? I don't know if you saw it right at the end before I like quit. That was I put it like on the second floor. I might just do something with that. I'm gonna do that bridge that you were showing, like the long one. I kind of started doing that. I need to do it in fucking weekends with the mic. I'm trying to just like hold off the temptation to talk, you know, and just keep it as like decompressed as possible. Shit, I think I fucked it up. That's it. Oh no, we're good. This fucking mouse going off screen is so annoying. Sometimes it like breaks my like, you know, streaming screen, if that makes sense. So I'm keeping it like as decompressed as possible, but like communication there is needed, man. It's so fucking annoying. I had more than just 2 apparently. I had 100, but okay. I like the new entrance, dude. We did make Sphinx, and the back of it is the ass. Like it even round like that. It's crazy. I do like how it changed. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a work in progress anyways. It was like naked because I left it like that, right? And I wanted that imposing fucking head. When you drive, you like see. I mean, I showed it multiple times. Right? When you drive, you like see it. But same, I did it like in a above the tunnel. But I had like 2 heads that were perfectly kind of like lined into the rock in the first base. This time I like it, but I also kind of don't like it because it's a bit close. So it's like not always imposing, but whatever. I do like the rest of it, kind of like going into the lights and stuff. I'll do the tunnel from. I already started just kind of like the outline it. And then some of the walls, and I've seen some like examples. I've watched all those videos of this guy overall before, where he just like shows the full build. I watched them just to see not the final product idea, but like what can be possible with like different, you know, figures and shit like that. And today I saw one. He did pretty cool with just like a room within a room, really well done. I don't have space for the second floor, but the main castle up top, I might do it. We'll see. Online. Do you want to do some fractals? We can even do CMs, but quick heal, of course. The moment I switch out from quick heal, I literally never see looking for heal. Now it's like heal. Get the fuck out, bro. Alright, let's not. Are we doing CM? Wait, what's CMs though, to be fair? Just getting slightly irritated to some extent. Well, the thing is, like, I do enjoy it like that, to be fair, if we don't communicate and you just yap around. But like the problem is, I need ideas and we need to kind of like I can't pull it off myself, right, basically. So it's good to have like a back and forth to build something. But initially kind of started as just like I literally pretty much like I even titled right like you talk I watch, like I just watch you talk while I just play whatever. So I kind of like that. 96, we can do 96 cm and then the rest is like whatever, right? Don't have the length to do that. Love that channel idea in that one picture. I don't think the length, I mean it depends. It's just like it will, if I do that, I mean that tunnel doesn't make sense though. Do you mean like where the tunnel where the Sphinx is, or where you mean the tunnel like? Because I'm making that tunnel upstairs, so I'm making like so the tunnel garage on top of it will be a mini castle, or like whatever the shit, right? Mini room with like crafting and stuff, and probably refinery, and then that will be like, let's say 3 stories. So like 2 stories will be like crafting, lounge, whatever the shit. And then the third one will be a door and leading into the like upstairs. Because I need that, because I started building initially the stairs so they can kind of like wrap around the mountain and go up, right? So I need basically I need like a nice, but not like a boxy thing, right? Box upon box, because the garage is already a box. Which is why I made roof like Sphinx ass, is like just to kind of balance it out, like break it out. I need like a non-box on top of the box technically. That leads into, that basically gives me elevation to lead into the mountain, because I've got like the main mountain castle will be huge, and we'll have landing pads there, and also on the main mini castle over the garage, I need like a proper landing pad for like guests to arrive, which I already had like idea overall for that. And then you just kind of walk in, and then that's your, it's basically like the airport that I did in the first video. Let me see if I can quickly find it. Quickly find, there's like literally 2 videos. Oh god, I missed my basement so much. It's my second video, I think, on the change base, right? Like, I want this. See how, like, I love my base, dude. I miss it a lot. It looks so cool, man. Look at that. That was a cool. We had like our fucking water treatment, right? We had our little lab. We had our fucking like assault ornithopter. We had this like, that's what I meant. Like, they beautifully like go together, and they actually like cover. Because that's what I don't like on our base right now. Is this like very edged shit? But like in here, they cover. They beautifully come out, you know. That's my old base, yeah. I made a video on that just for people to kind of see, maybe have some ideas and stuff. That's why I made second base, because I still want to make this one again, because I love this base. I had like a fucking little things to, you know what? Watch it. It's in a quite unique location between the two rocks, so it's not just in an open field. So I kind of wanted to just showcase it, maybe. Will be interesting to people to see some of the maybe architectural ideas that people will use in their designs, you know, before I start. I think I cooked with it. I didn't look up any builds or anything.
Which I'm planning to do at some point, which is why I wanted to make this video, just kind of show it.
I love this tunnel so much. I put some lights in it, like you.
The biggest thing you'll see is that, you know, we have this kind of like a natural tunnel, which I really wanted to use. So
that's my neighbor, right? Over there.
So I wanted to make like a passage for people. You know, you never want to block the
stream is lagging hard. Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's interesting. Why though?
Pathway for anyone, right? So they have to go around the rock or anything like that. So it's a perfect.
I don't know why. What if I quit that? But this anything should not affect this shit.
Way to use it. So I just made a little tunnel for people to just kind of pass through, and it just goes all the way, and you can, you know, peek into our base and what we've got.
Seems
and just
fine
while
now,
you're
right?
passing through, maybe you'll be interested in stuff, right? And then you just go on your way.
That's what we build right now, bro.
And then we have maybe like this little path, and if you turn
just
left,
simply like, the thing is like with this shit, like I love this base so much, but I always hated this thing because I can't make it like smooth like we have right now, because we have space, right? I can't make it smooth because like I can't extend because of this bitch, and I couldn't make it like proper, you know. It's like, it was just kind of annoying. It was like
God, and just while you're passing through, maybe you'll be interested.
It
in
is
stuff,
lagging, right?
And then you just go on your way.
Is it still lagging?
And then we have maybe like this little path, and if you turn left, you will see
it is
a
still
donkey.
lagging. What the fuck? What if I just turn my cam off? Okay, let's see if it lags now.
Okay. Truth be told, I just couldn't make a good ramp that just kind of goes down there,
Yeah,
because we don't really have this
put a donkey in
curvy
it.
inclines to sort of like lead that way, so I couldn't really make one. So just put a donkey there with the light, you know.
Is it better
Normally
now?
you just want to pass through, and then you go left or right, wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
right?
it must be my cam. Yeah, dude,
But
this
the
laptop
first
is
point
just
of
piece of shit, man. It's better, yeah. This laptop is just piece of shit.
It would be through the ground. This is our vehicles over here. You've got some
We have
water, you've got
way
some
better
fabricators.
fucking
We're going to
garage
fabricate
now,
something
though.
real quick and attach to your vehicles. We've got some chests for repair.
That's Mukai's bike, that's Falco's bike, that's my bike, that's Mukai's buggy, I think. That's my buggy over there.
There's some fuel, whatever you need, right? When you arrive here, you park, you go upstairs. This is your drop-off zone where you got all the storage for raw materials and other
looking
materials
at it now, I love it, but like it's definitely limited and shit.
from testing stations. You got all the fabricators, so you don't have to go all the way up. Fabricate whatever you need, right, and then just go on your way. If you got any blood bags, you drop them here. You got a chest full of litter johns to fill up for water if you want to go do collecting.
Purely vertical based though.
Then you go upstairs. One thing I have to mention is this space is not decorated, as I really suck at it. I don't have the vision for good decorations. I just wanted to showcase just a layout of the base overall, right? But technically, this supposed to be like a lounge area,
I
right?
lit it
Where you
up
just
like
kind
the
of
stairs and all that.
arrive from the long travel, drop off your stuff, and just come over here and just there will be maybe like, you know, couches, whatever you want, and just
It is
chill.
just a layout
And
for
maybe
people to
creep
see.
up on
You
your
know?
neighbor through the window. If it's not enough, you can just go to this balcony, right, and just creep up on him and just look outside if you want. And you know, this is just a, like
The
a
thing is, like, I got some comments under the video, like, stop shaking your fucking cam, because I like doing that. I was like, right here, you know, like with the mouse. It's like, oh, right here. But all they see is just hallucinate, like shit.
lounge area, I guess.
Like,
You go upstairs
epileptic
again, no
fucking
decorations,
seizures, man.
right? But I kind of wanted this to be just a room, like living quarters. Maybe like separate them, put partitions in it, walls, right? Whatever. Just be clever with it. Again, mine is just not very clever. Just homogeneous walls. That's it, pretty much. That's all I can master.
I have this
and
sounds-
this is me
yeah.
just testing.
The quality of mic there is not
some
good.
of the decor cannot really go into these walls
My shit
because
is
they're
very
not
set up,
like
ghetto
fully
set up,
flat.
so.
And it mostly can go just on these walls, unless I'm missing something. So I'll put it as a kind of experiment, and I kind of liked it, so I just kept it, and I hid my subfeed behind it. Here we go to our
Like,
a little
that's kind of what I want right here,
landing
like a
pad.
little.
But you would arrive. If you want to go to the lounge area right away, you just kind of
did
go
like
down
that
there, right? If
separation.
you want to come here,
You
this
arrive here, you drop off whatever you need right there, and you got like all the stations here, you know?
will be like a drop-off zone for landing. So we got our ground vehicles, drop-off zones over there, and then fabricators. And then if you
That's a good base, man. I
travel
like that a lot.
by air, you can drop off here, and here are all the chests for raw materials, all the materials that we need. Again, blood drop-offs and some refineries. This is not a obviously final design. Just kind of plop them against the wall. Obviously, make it better, right? Partition them maybe in a more beautiful way. I'm also thinking of redesigning the base, which is again
Spent 200 hours
why
on
I'm
this
making this
shit,
video. Just kind of
250
show
hours
it
making this
the
build.
last days of this kind of design, because I was thinking, you know, make it a little bit bigger room for other refineries, because they're getting bigger and bigger with each tier. But that would be your sort of refineries and drop-off
Yeah,
zones.
it is crazy, right?
You
Shaking.
walk out. There's a little balcony. We got our big
Oh my
faces over
God.
there facing east. It's another thing I kind of like. It is like it faces east. You
It's a beautiful
watch the
view.
sunrise and the sunset, you know, and stuff like that. We have a little laboratory where all the
I was very
fabricators
proud
would be
of
for
it.
the sort of aerial entrance, I guess.
I loved it a lot.
I just like the idea of.
Do you know how many times
little
I
lab-
fucking destroyed my base and reposition it so I can like properly align, so I can actually cover right here, because there's a bandit base over there, so I can't build into it. So I'll literally millimeter by millimeter like encroached on it and spend like, you know, basically hundreds of thousands of solari to buy the staking units again, just so I can like move it properly, so I can take this like little bit of piece, so I can round it up properly, so like it doesn't look like a small base, like a slightly bigger. My God, and the servers were quite, you know, what's it called, populated and stuff. So I was always at the risk of like somehow losing it. You know what I mean? My audio engineer had his bleeding, bro. Like the setup for the videos was completely different. So the audio there is different. My shit is a very ghetto setup.
Up on the face of the rock, kind of.
But I was recording with the Audacity though. So right there, over there, it does differently than OBS. So it's kind of, I like the OBS one. But I like the flexibility with the Audacity and stuff, because I can just like separate it. Whatever, it's its own thing.
you know.
From
So
my
I
own
did it like
technicalities,
that.
I guess.
Obviously, you don't have to have.
Once
all
you're on
fabricators
fine,
here.
yes, it's different.
But I like the idea of it. Anything you need to fabricate will be here in our little lab. And we got our
some reason
secret
Audacity
lab, which
works
is behind a
differently.
closed door. Nobody wants to peek. even
Same
though I
mic,
have
by the way,
windows.
just different program.
For our a little
Same
experiment.
shit here, by the way. Just to get this corner, just for this corner, like I had to redo. I had to consider both of them so much, to extend properly, because there's a bandit camp, the ones that like the neighbors that were shooting at me, and then the neighbors on the other side. Like, oh my God, bro.
Presentation room, I guess, and we've got
Yeah,
a
it's the
fridge
same
full
mic.
of-
It's just like one through OBS, me talking right now, and the other one through Audacity, the hissing sounds and shit.
full of willing participants, I guess. and
I piled a lot of dead bodies. What? So what?
those rituals, so to speak. And that's behind the closed doors, you know. And then we got a big room over there, just above us. Again, not decorated, but you know, just a showcase. So imagine some honored guest arrives or royalty, right? And you just go
I
upstairs
love this idea. I need this.
into this, and that would be sort of like a conference room, right? Throne room, whichever you like to do. Maybe put it like a big table over there. I just
It's
put
lagging
plop
again,
some decorations just to see how they look. But obviously, this is not some kind of passport check area. Pop some big, big round table, maybe some.
Yep, pretty much.
Kind of like a command center sort of room, right? Where
The
everyone
water that you drank their water, so...
gathers around. Maybe put some chairs. You know, decor however you like it. It's just between the rocks, right? So
God damn, I'm
the
shaking the
space
camera like
horizontally
crazy.
is quite confined, but vertically, obviously, you can go high. And if you want to come here,
I
that
cooked
would
with this
be
base, even though
absolute
limited, but like,
royalty
I liked it.
arrival. So let's say Padishah Emperor arrives. We'll be arriving in here.
I
This
had my
one will
assault
keep our
in there.
big boy assault ornithopter. This is technically was designed for the carry in the future, right?
But it's not gonna
Oops, we
fit.
cannot fly. But it does seem like the carry is even bigger than this
cooked
thing.
with this
and
one?
I
Yeah,
I could barely fit this
I
one.
liked
in.
it a lot.
So this will be interesting. So that's why I want to redesign it. Overall, maybe use some space a little bit better, right? But for now, this is like a royal landing pad where you just kind of come down
This
here
is without guides as well, to be honest.
and go
Like, I
into
literally didn't look
this
anything up.
command center / conference
They
room, throne room,
didn't
whatever you
really
want to
exist
call
at
it,
that
right?
time.
But you're treated like royalty, and you don't have to interact with all the peasants down
So
there.
we're
all
looking
the
towards
workers,
two. That's just
basically.
my old base.
So that's the design. Edit Funky over here. If anyone's interested, I forgot to mention about these wall pieces. What are they doing over here? They basically serve like
It's like a he was
hatches that
YouTube
close
Funky will
off this
explain.
hangar during the storms. You know,
They're
just
supposed to
kind
like
of protect
close,
this
right? As if like
royal airport. But these wall pieces that I always wanted to use them, but I didn't really incorporate them
Dude, I
properly.
cooked with this base. I
And
love
they
it.
do look like hatches, you know, closing these things off. Oh yeah, I also didn't mention the power supply. Let me actually show you. If anyone noticed throughout this whole base, you haven't seen a single power generator.
That was my tiny
Well, we've got a
garage
couple
over
of
there.
here. Some of them not even. They're
That
rotating 'cause
balcony
we
I
don't
made, like it took so long, like providing stability for it. It's crazy.
need that much power.
I had like a pillars going down there, but then breaking them, like putting the pillars over there. My God.
We have a couple of these, and also on each side there's another one over there. You can kind of see. Let me show you. On the sides, but majority of the power actually comes from over here.
It's a beautiful shit.
And I think everyone should be using this in their sort of vertical designs, not more horizontal designs. Yeah, especially if you're not using, bottom floors.
Look at that.
Normally I would destroy this one, but got a fabricator, didn't want to lose it. We got the stairs over
we've
here.
got
All my
wood stairs.
generators are right
Look at
here.
that. Where do you get all the power? Right there, bro. Right there. I am
As you can
Domino's
see.
goal.
And I suggest you guys do it too, you know?
What do you mean remember?
If you don't use this space, might as well just fill it up. Maybe with the water tanks if you got plenty. But yeah, we've got this little farm over here of generators. Because you don't really need to feed them
I
personally.
even lined everything pointed east, like basically that direction, just so like if in any case like patterns of any plates will be is the same. Like
Right.
every platform facing that
close it
way.
off
Like
real
I
quick.
went crazy with it, man. Yeah, see, I'm lining it.
There you go. You can use this.
I don't
up
have
if,
OCD, I don't
if you
think
didn't
so.
know. Let me just show you real quick.
They might
You
so
can
much,
just
but the
use this
fight
up
was so
and
short and
it will
boring.
redistribute.
They ruined it because they decided to put Kydal instead of the Dominus in there. The role of Kydal should have been Dominus's role, and instead of that fucking emo bitch, they killed Lordran Sov's identity and turned him into some emo bitch, and he took place where he shouldn't have taken place in the first place. He should have been a Dominus goal, where the traveler would have made him a guardian. Obviously, he forgets everything. He's albino rhino among his own cabal. He's albino rhino among the Vanguard because he's now part of Vanguard. That's his perfect role right there. He's a perfect catalyst for the fucking cabal to be in our place. You know what I mean? Like all this shit, and he doesn't know why people hate him, but like through the war, right? He didn't kill anybody, but he killed a lot of people outside of main characters and shit. They ruined their own writing because their writing started going to shit because they decided to put Kydal in there. There's nothing wrong with Kydal though, don't get me wrong. She's pretty cool, but she would have played a way better role outside of it, but it is what it is. They ruined it, so fuck them.
Distribute all of the energy between.
So don't tell me whether I remember Dominus goal or not.
Even the materials needed for those omnidirectional.
It's the biggest
ones.
upsets of that game.
And all the fuel cells, you can just use this. If you press the refuel generators,
Will
right,
they
they'll
fly over the base?
Just,
Yeah.
what is up? There is that.
I changed it
of
into
the
airport
base,
in
so
the
you
second
can
base
get the
though.
idea.
But the thing is like the amount of people that fly over, stop by and check me out and then fly away. Oh my god, dude. While I was working on it, like people fly in over there when I was on the balcony and they're like, you know, I can't fucking show the cam because now for some reason it's lagging. But they will like shake their wings, you know, in appreciation. So if you're traveling by, you know, ground vehicles, you just cross the desert. You see this base, this is how you would see it. They mostly stop because of this thing, because this thing looks cool as fuck from a distance as well. You fly out of here and this is just to see, to peek through, you know. From this side. Got a little entrance, we got a harkening Interesting,
heads, I
right?
guess.
I like that.
This base can be obvious.
While I was standing over there, the people, two people, one was harvesting spice near me, and the other one was just checking me out, you know. She played the new Dune. That's the new Dune I'm playing. I'm actually playing it as well.
Better, and
you mean play it right now?
There's some very creative people that can do something with it. Mine is just box in the rock.
It is box in the rock.
But
Now that I like work with like a literally entire rock, this shit was so limited. It was behind, like in between these two camps, that I had to redo my base so many times just to place proper extensions. I can't extend over there as well because of the neighbor. My god, dude, I cooked with this shit. In such a limited thing, but like it's a perfect tunnel.
I am planning to redesign it.
This is my video. This is me talking as well, by the way. I just made it kind of like to show people maybe they. It's not like I'm greatest architect. I'm actually terrible, right? Box on box, but in this case, box worked, and I made these extensions and stuff inside.
In the next couple of days. So if anyone
I'll put
has
the
any
fucking water
ideas
thing.
or, you know, suggestions,
This
you
is for
can
guests
stop
to
by
arrive.
my stream. I stream pretty much every day except like Friday and Monday on all major platforms.
I was trying to plug in, but
Inclines?
the main thing is my tunnel.
What-
This is the main thing that I love.
Using
about
their
it.
to people to see.
Look at this.
So I
shit.
just wanted to show
Just look from that. Oh,
this on
oh, imposing, bro. $50 game. It's it is awesome if you like this stuff. Like that's what I was gonna say. Worth the money. I spend on this base and just playing overall, going from like tier 1 to tier 5. There's tier 6 as well. I spent 250 hours in a heartbeat. Like the only thing I was doing is just this. This game is very, very enjoyable. The only problem with it, with the game overall, is what do you build this for, right? For example, tier 6 is like a PvP. You go into like deep desert and stuff. You fight there, but that part of the game essentially sucks. At least right now, they're redesigning. I think in chapter 3, which is coming soon. It seems like they're redesigning. My idea for that would totally work, to be honest. To look at this like little support as well that I built for that, just to look nice and not flat. Oof. So let's say like tier 1 to tier 5, you will enjoy it tremendously. It's really, really good for that reason. Like just if you like survival, building base, right? Like it's really, really good in that sense. Very immersive. Like it just feels really nice. After tier 5, going to like deep desert, it feels kind of stupid to even play, because it's like, what am I building this for? Because like after that, you're basically kind of stuck in this kind of loop, right? So you have to choose for yourself at this point if you want to spend it in that case. I personally would say fucking worth it. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I'm playing it like in my off hours, and it's so fucking good. Like I'm enjoying it even more now. But it is kind of like you will play until you hit a certain wall that is like you don't even want to pass, because like it's pretty shit. Like the end game is pretty shit in my opinion, unless you're a big guild or you play with friends, and then because I still see people like I was playing a little bit yesterday, right? And in deep desert, it's like a big fucking desert where you fight people. Like it's a PvP, full PvP, pretty much, if you can call that. People actually like train. I saw like people chatting in the game, like actually greeting each other, good morning, blah blah. Like there's some activity happen. People are playing, and they even train, like you know, how to do this and that, whatever, fly ornithopters, whatever the shit they do. But I say for endgame, it's not worth it. It's just because it's shit. But 1 to 5, if you got spare money to spend just to kind of play, if you want to play and build base, it's so fucking worth it. It's really good. But I will say this though, right now at least. For some reason now it's jankier and kind of like there's more desync happening than it was during launch. I don't know what it is. They neglected it. I have no idea. But a lot of things got improved. But for some reason, the performance feels really weird. So you'll feel kind of jank about it. So, but otherwise, it's really good. Common negative reviews: forced endgame PvP, killed this game. Well, the thing is, like, it's the same people that are complaining about Arc Raiders, to be honest. It's this like same thing. It's literally, you don't have to like technically be there, especially now that they've changed a lot of things. The whole idea was to be there and fight there. It's not that the forced PvP that killed the game. It's how PvP is done is what killed the game. Because like PvP there is incredibly stupid. Because like they had this idea, right? Like you have like different ornithopters, right? Different roles. You infantry, you like melee, you ranged. You've got like these buggies. You can put rocket launchers on the buggy. You put like thumpers around. So I'll show you the real quick, I guess, right? What is it? Just a quick recap before. So they had this idea, right? Overall, just yap about it for now. That the players would engage that way, right? But they didn't. All they did is like build fast ornithopters, the scout ones, and then just spam you with rockets because you can have like 600 rockets on your fucking thing and just keep spamming them until, and then you don't die as quickly, obviously. But what happens is like for like 10 minutes, you just fly around and just spam each other with rockets or like bumping on each other's head with ornithopter because you can't go into deep desert on foot or like by car because of the worms, right? There's like pretty much nowhere to hide, blah, blah, blah. So it became like this really stupid, dumbass thing that people would just do the most kind of like optimal shit. Where normal people, let's say like in terms of like the ones that complain about it, right? Force PvP thing. Like they want to get the end stuff, but they don't want to work for it, number one. But number two is, well, if like as a solo or a small group you go in, you come across big guilds that just, and especially there was like a draw distance was pretty poor. So like by the time you see them, they're within your range basically, right? So what happens like big guilds or like actual PvPers that wanted to do PvP, they would gank you, right? And then there's pretty much like no way to escape because it's a fucking giant, it's a giant desert, but like it's a fucking desert, right? So in the middle of everything, like you know where to escape. So it turned to be this kind of, like almost toxic, it is to some extent, right? Like almost toxic PvP and pointless as well. And all you do is just basically regret going there because you lost your ornithopter, for example, right? Because of, like it's a big investment, right? Because of some dumbass mechanic PvP where you don't want it, right? The open world PvP in here just doesn't work. That's why I was saying like they should queue up for like an event, kind of like a lobby thing, where you queue up with your vehicle and then you kind of go engage with it, right? Like you just log into that for the reason. So that's why you build. So if they had that, for example, then for everyone to go into like tier 5, tier 6 and build the base and like have the base functional to produce new units and like new tanks, new ornithopters, because you lose them in PvP, would be actually worth it and will be super fun because every week you'll be looking forward to like next match I'm going to go into and like fight in PvP, right? But now it's just the open world PvP where you basically just gank each other and then it feels like griefing. It's not like it doesn't feel like PvP, it feels like griefing, you know what I mean? So is it worth the money? For me as a PvE guy and like a casual PvP, I say yes. But right, like once you hit tier 5, you don't know what to do because you don't want to engage with PvP. It's just not that good. Unless you play with like, let's say 5 people or something. Then you're just having fun, just playing, doing whatever, collecting like blueprints, building the tier 6, building like the uniques that you can build like in tier 6. There's plenty of shit to do. You can easily spend 300 hours in the game for whatever the money is. And it's a immersive to some extent world. It's really, really cool. The world itself, the sounds, the music, like when the one kicks in, stuff like that. It's just endgame is not worth it. So you decide for yourself. Meta belts win the game. No, it's not really meta belts to be honest. It's just the idiotic design overall. Like it's not even on players having like the most optimal technical shit. It's just that not everything worked in conjunction with each other. Because like you can't really use ground vehicles. You can't really use infantry, for example. Like you can to some extent, but not really, because people just bump you with the like helicopter. They like knock on your head basically, right? It was just, it's not really done well, if that makes sense. It's not really thought out well. It's not, people didn't really like abuse meta or anything. It's just there was nothing else worth doing. You know what I mean? So they were just dumb shit. I mean, some PvP was enjoyable, but it's just not as good as like what they envisioned. And I can see they had this vision. It's not like they're stupid in that case. Like they clearly laid it out, but it's poorly thought out and poorly executed, if that makes sense. Remember NoobTube from COD? I honestly never had problem with NoobTube from COD. Like I genuinely never had it. Like since Modern Warfare 4, like I remember NoobTube. I mean, I personally didn't use it except like when you need to use it for like challenges or whatever. But I honestly never had it. I know everyone always complain about it, but like I never had it. Problem with that. It was just like, to me, it was just part of the game. Let me just quickly show you. Deep Desert Worm. What was that devs talking about it? One sec. Was it? No, it's official trailer. I just want to like quickly show you just to see like what you can look forward to. They're changing some of the stuff, but I don't know if this will show it. It is immersive, but it also is janky, so just keep that in mind. Log in Octavine and then show. Okay, fuck it. I quit because we started lagging for some reason, so. We gotta do fractals as well. So don't have much time, but I do want to show it though. It's but like I said, I do think the game is worth it, but it does have its flaws, if that makes sense. Like I'm not gonna like kind of, I don't know, like blindly, you know, advertise. But I love it. I think it's worth every penny. If you play like you play with friends, right? Like if you play with friends, oh, perfect, dude. You build base together, like, oh my god. I mean, if you guys are playing, let me know, because I'm building the base for a big fucking group technically. I mean, I'm solo, but like I just like the idea, and people like drive by and stop by and shit. Like I'll show you my base at some point. If it's lagging, let me know. This fucking laptop lag, my god, bro. Wait, it's already happening? Oh shit. Oh wait, no. These are over for me, PTSD from Ark Survival. Oh, if you play Ark Survival, you probably enjoy this one a lot. I'll show it later. I did like a second iteration of this one. I got 3k views on that shit. People kind of liked it, man. Let's see. While waiting. This was my second version of it. Hello and welcome back. That was box upon box. But I did add pillars and stuff, and I made like a fucking airport. Let's see if I'm showing this. This used to be fuck my voice. Like first time I played shit like that was the Conan, and like I fucking loved it. And we played with the stream as well. Like we built some shit together. It was just like cool shit. And we had like multiple different like constructions, I guess if you can call it. We would do like dungeons together. It was fun shit, man. I think this one pretty much the same. it's janky. Like Conan is way jankier than that, but it just is equally immersive. I loved it. I thought that one was okay. So this was my airport that I changed basically. I tried to do some like, you know, decorations and stuff, but this was just for like 3 scout ornithopters flying. Like a little bit. It turned out to be a giant box upon box, but you know. And then I had like a little thing for like, it just looked nice over here. And then the same thing here, like I kept it basically, right? And then you go into, let's see, my dead bodies over there, of course. And then I like that lamp as well. Like I like the lamp a lot, actually. That's like a, I'll show you later. Duty calls, boys, duty calls. I hated Ark for losing a full Sunday to tame Therizinosaurus. I played a little bit of Ark, but I couldn't really get into it, to be honest. I knew every single bug and mesh spot that is abused it so much. Oh, they in Ark? Seems like people that like Ark, they like love Ark. Urge to kill rising. Don't let him kill me. Wee, I'm gonna die. Okay. There's nothing like Ark till to this day. Oh, really?
That's good. Help me, please.
Oh, shit. Just gonna teleport. Thank you, bud. Hey, Quinn Revolta, good morning. Good morning to my favorite frittata. Forgot the name of the bird, but I remember we had a bird where we built a cage on top to capture the other birds. Interesting. If you want like get into the game something like that, but you don't want to spend, I don't know why it's $50 to be honest, but wait, are we missing shots? Or? Yeah, I think it's not even hitting it. Try Conan, Conan Exiles, whatever. If it's like a $2 or some shit, it's gotta be dirt cheap. But I say it's like equally immersive as I think we were shooting the wrong thing. As Dune, for example. It's janky though, but you know, super cheap, I guess.
Refreshing.
Why are we not breaking the fucking thing? I don't know why it's not breaking anymore. We tried Conan, we got stuck fucking island. We got stuck on the fucking island. Are you shitting on my penis island, you bitch? It was perfect. Perfect place, dude. There's a penis island. It looks like a penis. And I built a lot of stuff on it. It was awesome. Conan was like super immersive though. I want to join the fucking island? Oh dude, I wish I could show you the... It was fun shit, man.
Armored up.
But basically, like, if you like Conan, you would like Doom, basically. I think Doom is, like, has better potential. Conan is a bit way too janky. But like I said, I think it's equally as awesome, like, genuinely. In terms of, like, immersion and just being in a world. That was a fantastic experience. Oh, we should stop, I think. Oh, well, we got protection again. What the fuck? I don't think we... Oh, we got 50 minutes. Never mind. I thought it was 4. Is he incorporating CS trying to impress me, eh? Oh, the split continues. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm learning. I understand the idea behind the split. Oh fuck, we killed it. Who's doing south though? I'm going south. I cannot go south. I'm coming to the rescue. I don't know what to do on south though. Oh, is that the bomb thingy? I fucking hate that one. It is. That one is just so annoying. Push it, or like whatever we're supposed to do. I don't know how to do it. Kill it! Kill it! We got this season. Easy peasy. Yo. No, that's not what it says. It's like your victory is in your blood. Wait, oh, everything is dead? No, it's not. Okay.
Seriously.
How about that dodge, eh? How about that? Oh, it's not. I don't have it again.
Other than 79% participation. Wait is. I don't have keys though. Great. We need to focus pull on GS to push. Oh, I need to like push it, right, or whatever. We set you up, and now it's your turn. What do you mean? When is my turn?
Thank you.
Let's see what we get.
That looks valuable.
What kind of name is Riedue? Look at that legendary backpack. I see as well people troll with the fucking portal too on these chests. But I like that the plane thingy. I wish someone placed it again. I want it. Oh right, I'm not a fucking raptor. Cyber 3 already. I want to see you do the second most famous jumper puzzle. No, today we're talking Doom.
That looks valuable.
No, I need to show you my main hangar though. We had a civilian airport and I was just about to go before this fucking shitty ass event started and distracted me.
Nice gear.
We need to do factors today though if I want to do LWS tomorrow. Ooh, what was this? Oh, never mind. Is it lagging still, by the way, or not? Looks like my cam today is overloading my poor laptop? No?
You can never have too much treasure.
Maybe I had too much ugliness to process on for my cam today.
You can never have too much treasure.
Funky, why are me and Wissy not VIPs in your stream chat? We are here every day, you ungrateful rat. That's why. You want a VIP? If I just give VIP to everyone, right? Will it be VIP then after that? If everyone just be like, yo, you rat, give me VIP. VIP is only given to those that give me $50,000 in one go, not in installments. I'm not a bank. That number is totally not made up, totally legit.
can never have too much treasure.
Alright. Fuck this event. Let's go Dune. That was civilian airport, right? Check this out. I don't know why I'm showing the floor. I didn't show shit, but you get it. 3 ornithopters can land over there. Yeah. And that is our battle airport, or whatever you want to call it. Military airport. We got these platforms for fucking assault. Little strips where they can land so they can see where they're landing. Look at this beauty, man. It looked ugly as fuck from the outside though. I actually like the first iteration of the base more than the second. But this was kind of nice too, you know? Sit in it and fly it, please. Oh, fuck. Got little lights over there. She right though. Said the VIP guy. Fine. You're a fake fan? That's why you're a VIP. VIP is given for like distinguished kind of attributes, you know? You're so fake of a fan that you deserve VIP. You know what I mean? I don't even know why you have VIP. I don't remember, man. She exactly. I made this like a, what you call them, like, I don't know, like a battle ramparts or whatever. You go up and stuff. The snapping is just like Ark. The constructor itself is really good. I don't know if Ark is the same company or not, but
Folks, we have a problem. A big one. Funky Inc., great streamer, tremendous guy, had to turn off the webcam. The lag was huge, absolutely terrible. So what does he do? No fancy cooling, no engineers. He grabs water bottles, cold ones, cooling the laptop like a genius. You say it's crazy? I say it's innovation. Many people are talking about it.
yeah, pretty much. This is there just to like provide, because I have a huge like a thing above it, this thing, so it needed a lot of support, otherwise it wouldn't build. So it's basically for that. Because above it I was supposed to build like a giant carrier land pad as well. But that's my second iteration. I like the first iteration way more, to be honest. I don't know if this one shows exactly what I want to show in terms of deep desert. But like that's kind of what they wanted, right? They wanted something like that. You got ornithopters, you got players as an infantry, you got like buggies, right? Moving for war. Ideally, obviously. Okay, now this radio base. So that's what I'm trying to show, right? So for example, I'll just do it this way then. It's a bit easier. So you've got this like you've got your main game, right? Like that like ends right here. And it's a huge area, right? You got like, you know, base here, base there, whatever. You got tons of bases. This is purely PvE. You can interact with each other, you know, play with each other. There's a quest and stuff, right? And then you've got like deep desert, right? That is basically, it's like even bigger area, but it's empty. It's just a fucking desert, so nothing really crazy. And you will have like it used to be different, but now it's like this one is PvE and this one would be PvP. So most of the resources would be like crazy good resources, right? Would be in PvP zones. They've got like a giant spice fields blowing up and stuff, and you basically build a base. So you build bases in here, right? This is separate instance, the blue one. There are people building bases there.
there is like a huge storm that comes in, and sometimes it disables your shields, and you can raid them. But you can also build bases purely in PvP, sorry, just closer to the resources and stuff. Because the idea is like the buggy, for example, right? The buggy can have like a cut array, right? Like basically mining, you know, pick or whatever the shit, mining laser, and it has a storage that you can hold a lot more resources than you would do it with like a storage on the ornithopter, for example. So it is beneficial to build a base in PvP and just kind of like mine resources, because they require a lot of shit, right? Like a lot of materials. And the idea is like you build in here at half the cost you would build in the normal zone. So and every like I think week you gotta reset it. But you can like store the building, then build it again, blah blah blah. There's like a mechanic behind it, but you don't really need to know about it right now. But there is a PvP kind of thing. It's just the way it's played out. First of all, the desert is big and kind of empty because it's a fucking desert. So it's hard to like sell it as like something exciting, if that makes sense. And PvP is also like the desert is huge, so you don't really run into people as often. It's a mess. Like that's why I was saying like it should be just a queue up for the lobby with your vehicle. Like let's say like 3 ornithopters, scout ones, like 3 assaults, 7 buggies, 20 infantry, and then you just go and fight, right? It'll be much more fun to do, and you'll be like basically making production here, right? And then just kind of funneling into the PvP lobbies, right? You just like queue is like assault ornithopter, and you just kind of, you know, queue in PvP, and you'll like make this production and just kind of bring over there. Technically that's what you do, but like it's not as exciting mechanically. It makes sense as an idea, but it's not fun gameplay wise playing it, if that makes sense. I'll show you my base right now if you want, just to quickly kind of show you. But technically, yes, you can raid bases, but not in PvE zone. And honestly, you don't really need it. Just have fun with it. But the thing is, like, this zone becomes kind of irrelevant, right? If you're just building for fun, sure, right? But then, if you're building for like a end game, right? Then like these kind of bases, like, why, right? Technically, just to like hold resources back from the deep desert and shit like that. So it's a bit of a mess in terms of logistics, in terms of how gameplay is structured, at least in my opinion. Wish you could raid bases like Ark or Rust, the best resource inside other base. Well, you can still do that. That happens a lot. Like in deep desert, that's where you do that. They went kind of safe, which I don't mind it completely in terms of like keeping these bases safe, because a lot of people will be griefed, right? Like it's not the same, you know, like the idea here is just to have like this survival sandbox game, right? They just wanted to combine PvP. So keeping this raid free is fine in my opinion. In here you build bases. I'll fucking show you, fuck this. I'll just show you real quick, like whatever, man. Like, just because like I'm interested anyways. But there's not a lot of people right now, but I'll just quickly show you. And you'll get to see for yourself. That's kind of what they wanted to do, like in deep desert. You got like thumpers calling worms and stuff. This worm exists in the game. It's just.
I have a feeling, a premonition, a touch of Tao. I saw you. I saw the sleeper. For a moment, I saw both of you there on the burning ground, and then there was only you.
This story is actually not that bad. The beginning is so trash, because they drew it out like one bit of story, like you basically do it in one mission, but they drew it out so far. But then after that, story actually is not bad. Not great, but like it's okay.
Just an offworlder.
This worm does exist. You can see him in the game. Like, yeah, I'll show you. This stuff is a myth. In deep desert, at least. Like, you wouldn't be driving on this for long because, you know, the worm would fucking eat you. So, this you never see in deep desert because, like, it's just there's no point. But I need to find the trailer. Wazzy, do you think you can find it, like the old trailer or the gameplay where they were talking about like showing the harvester? Maybe I can find it myself. Fine. I don't want to like harvest dev or something. I don't know.
Exclusive gameplay reveal. Was that the one?
There is another path for you.
Closed though. Oh, I think I just found it. And lost it.
There is another path for you.
What was that fucking trailer, man? Why can I not find it? It's so stupid. Oh yeah, there was an update, wasn't there? My boner goes away if I see other launches besides Steam. Yeah, but that's fine. I don't like it either though. In the mission at the moment, yeah, it's fine then. I don't know why I can't find it, like...
What's up, everybody? Max Scoville here. I'm with Joel Bylaws.
I think it's this one, maybe.
Hi, everybody.
No. That's so stupid, like I genuinely cannot find it. Oh man. What the fuck? Oh, it did not load in yet. What the what am I? What? Did it not load in? What the hell? How do you do the unstuck thing? I'm not sure if I'm like under the base. I think I am. I have no idea what it is. I think I'm like under the map. Okay. I have no idea what happened. Okay, so that's my base, the new one, right? I'm like building basically. Like I said, there's some kind of fucking like weird jank, right, going on and shit. Why are you under the... I have no idea. So this is like new base I'm building. This is like the tunnel that you see in the airport before. I'm still trying to make it, right? Or whatever the shit. Okay, I'll show you like a little... This is my storage area, blah, blah, blah. It's still a work in progress. There's a lot of shit I'm like moving around. Just like Arco already loved the game. So I'm making like this is garage. I'm just putting everything in there because I have no space right now. But like you'll be driving around, it will be like a warm, there'll be fucking noisy neighbors and shit. This is still my base and stuff. You'll be like collecting resources right on your buggy, for example, like with the cutaway, like shit like that. It's for multiple people. I think with multiple people you will enjoy it way more as well. Just like playing overall together. This is the base I'm building. I'm building like a little. I guess I love tunnels. I don't know. This will be like our little. It looks like Sphinx though. It wasn't intended, but it looks like Sphinx. We're like, oops, sorry. Driving here.
Hi.
Let's say, right? Like that's a Harkonnen base. Like there obviously is a Atreides base and shit like that. I'm still working on that. Like this is all my base. I'm building like all the way up to the rock. Basically, I'm gonna be building. Just like that's the size. Blah, 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 that's just the thing, right? Show worm, please. Yeah. I don't know if I can show grand worm. That's why I need like a video on that, to be honest. The worm. Like this is the map I was talking about, the PvE map, right? Like all of this stuff, it's just a tiny bit of it. Like all of this stuff is just like a map, right? You start over here and you kind of move further to the areas. There's like a radiation zone. Beyond these gates, like anything beyond above the map, beyond the map will be deep desert. I'll show you as well. I'll try to bait the worm. When you cross on vehicles, you basically cross on like you'll see. Let's see. So not on deep sand or whatever. You will say like you see the worm meter kind of thing. You basically like bait the worm. Are you bitch? Are you bitch? Show yourself. We're not really making a lot of noise right now. There's some PvP zones in this area as well, but they're not really crazy PvP. We found that Hugh right now that was atrocious. Well, you spend your money however you want to spend, you know. Let me see if I. Okay, there's the worm. In PvE zone, the worm is. Oh fuck! He disappeared already. I couldn't catch him. People, for some reason, I've never got eaten by the worm, but people get eaten by the worm a lot. But he's usually like under the sands, and then if he's still there, he will eat you, right? Let's see if I can bait him more in the open area, where we can actually see the motherfucker. Big worm, I don't think I can show you, but we'll see. He pops up like sometimes from time to time overall, but yeah. There used to be base over there. There's so many bases and shit. There's plenty of resources to collect on the sand, so you will see it quite a lot. Let's see if he shows up. That's just a small worm. That's like one of the worms. This is more deep right there. Oh, there he is. If you're on a ground vehicle, you're like, oh shit, you know? Oh, I'm out. He can still eat you though, I think. Do I have a... I have fuel. I'll go to deep desert, I'll just kind of show you. There's also like, there's a bunch of like story shit you can do, like story quests. They're not really like exciting or whatever. There's stuff to do, right? It's the survival shit anyways. There's a bunch of trees you can do, like a full, let's say like a range guy. Some hybrid of like engineer guy skills, right? There's a little like survival skills and shit. There's a full Bene Gesserit stuff where you can.
Alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
The sandstorm is approaching from where? From over there. Let me just quickly hide from the sandstorm and then I'll show you. As a survival, it's a fantastic survival game. PvP, I don't know about that. If you compare it to like Rust, I don't know. At least it's trying maybe to be, but I don't know. I'm not really good at that. The storms are cool. Like the whole thing is like the world is very cool. Like overall. Again, the representation of it is a bit janky though. Like I'll be honest. But when I go, like, let's say on my buggy on a farming run, let's say like I collect resources and I get stuck in a storm, like storm is coming, I have to find like some shelter. Oh, I'll show you really good base. My base is whatever, right, which is a work in progress, but you got like sand bikes and stuff, right? So you have a passenger seat on it and, you know, drive together and shit, which is like you have passenger seat on buggy as well, special one for 4 people instead of 2. But again, you don't really use it because you know you don't PvP in group, especially here, and in deep desert there's no point for vehicles, so they need to change that. It's just the presence of worms, right? You really can't avoid it. The storms are coming, blah blah. They're just passing by. There are a bunch of like dungeons, I guess, if you want to call it, especially in deep desert. There, I died yesterday or the day before. They're very tough, but. And they're also bringing like more activities in chapter 3, I think. But if you're in a group, I think you're fine. Like I said, if you play with friends, you will enjoy it like 10 times, guaranteed. Especially if you build a big base together and stuff. But if anything, join the Betrayers. He's a former Atreides. I actually chose Atreides home as his fucking, you know. But just everyone was kind of like, they didn't see that he's a fucking bold Harkonnen guy, you know. He's a Atreides, but his house is House Betrayers. Okay, so join House Betrayers. Alright, whatever. This is the Sphinx, right? You saw the face, and this is his ass. It just accidentally turned out to be that way, but it is what it is, man. Can the worm one-shot you? Yes. It's very hard to be eaten by worm, but I swear to God, everyone I met been eaten by the worm. I'm like, how? It takes so long, man. I'll show you a really good base that exists for now, and then people build on like on top of these, and like people are crazy. There's so many like insanely cool builds and shit. But I'm just showing survival aspect of the game, right? Like again, I do not advocate for PvP game because it's not that good. This is like a NPC base, so it's not really. But it's stuff you can build. It's built out of the same things that you can build, basically. This is a Atreides base. Funny enough, like let's see. I know this one at least for sure. This is the neighbor that I met, but I don't think he plays anymore actually. I'll just build a base here, but it's kind of low population. And then I'll make. You can save the base no matter how big it is, as far as I understand. And you can move it to another server and just plop it there without redesigning it again. Same as I do with the vehicle, basically. I swear someone was building it new. What is the... Oh, it's over there. Okay. People are building like on top of rocks, right, and shit. People are building car parks for now. I don't know why. The idea on top is obviously it's like glide and shit. So. I show you like a really cool base that people build. It's insane. I just wanted to show this one. This is just NPC outpost, right? And you can actually hide in there. You can claim like a random shit you found. You don't need to build it, to be fair. You can just like claim ownership of this because someone abandoned it. But this is NPC's one, so you can just have it. Yeah. What am I thinking of? You can also change variants. So for example, I'm Harkonnen, but I can just be normal desert. There's a Atreides you buy the skin as well, so like other things, you know. You can change the colors as well. Like that's just what you present. When during the storm, these doors actually close. I once like I had to run in because I was far away from my base. The storm was already coming. Literally as they're closing, I'm like squeezing through, just getting in. It was cool actually. These close. So there's like little things. They look fun to fly. They are, but I'll be honest. At some point you will get bored in terms of like how they fly, because the sound when they fly outside of it, if somebody else flies, is so nice. The sound like that is fine as well, but most of the time you'll be doing this. And most of it, especially in deep desert, for like 5 minutes flying, you'll be hearing. And that's it, right? Like that's how you fly, because it's not really about the engines, you know, roaring and shit. you're supposed to like, you know, lore wise basically glide and shit. But that's what you hear, so it's kind of annoying. This is the base. Somebody left. Looks like 3 people played in it, and this is their base, and it's fucking enormous inside the rock. Like it's enormous, right? Like just this part. They had like 3 ornithopters. You can fly through. Okay, you can fly through as well. This. Let me quickly like drink up as well. Like it just unfortunately they no longer do anything with it. It still has a right. You can claim it, by the way, once they stop paying taxes. So the way they do it is like if you don't play, so you don't take up space, you know, you lose basically your right to have it if you don't pay taxes and shit. But their base is like really cool design, man. I love it. I just cannot do that, man. I'm not that creative. But they're like a bunch of windows and shit, right? They've got the normal buggy right here. They've got a Atreides buggy right here. So they're basically, most people do Atreides because they just look better. Harkonnen just looks horrible. But like these observation windows, right? Like they're all cracked or whatever. They are breaking actually already because there's no electricity to power the shields. So this whole base will go away, unfortunately. Unless they lose the claim, somebody else claims it and repairs it. But you can do crazy shit like with build bases. I just fucking love it. And this base is just a shame to lose, man. Looks like they had like this you know, unload station, resource gathering. Little entry over here. They've got the ornithopters and stuff. What was the like the entry? Oh yeah, the entry's right here. Just the views from it, like my god, bro. All of it is just a shame to lose, man. Like I want a giant base like that as well to some extent, you know. I just don't want to. Obviously don't want to claim their base. I don't think I've got access to it, so they won't open. Blah blah blah. There's like all the empties are basically penta shields. It's a fucking huge base. It's already cracking, so. But they spent a lot of time. Somebody like, you know, was cooking, man. A lot of work with, yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. Materials wise, like it doesn't take long to craft or collect. It's very easy to build something like that in terms of materials. But yeah, in terms of effort, like my god, bro. These are all empty, and this is just one part of it, right? There's more over here. Like the base is insane, dude. Oh yeah, you can obviously glide and shit. Like a little. Oh. Okay. I guess some floors already broke. I don't remember this being broken. Some decorations going on. He's got like a little master bedroom in here. Looks like. Probably penta shields in here. So it's all like lit up and beautiful and stuff. Probably pentas everywhere. Just awesome, man. I love it. Little bookshelf. There's so many like decorations as well you can do. Obviously donkey, everyone. I had my donkey as well in my old base. Donkey whose ass is bitten by a worm, or I don't know. So there is that, right? Let's see if I can show Deep Desert real quick. The world is awesome. Like being in the world is awesome. There was the storm still awesome. When you drive, I'll show you when I drive across the desert, and when the worm goes like, hungry, the music kicks in, and you like the terror that is gonna eat you. It's awesome. The world, there's Godzilla rock over there. The world is awesome. That's why I was saying, for that reason alone, to play to tier 5 is worth it. Beyond that, they need to work on it a lot. And there's like some jank and shit, like I don't know what's going on. Like I swear during launch it wasn't like that. Ornis are cool. Assault ornithopter, the way it sounds, man. Like there is this sound,
But when you're outside, somebody else flying it is different. It's like way more like deep. Oh, it's just awesome. The way it sounds, like I wish you hear it. Oh, it's so good. There's a last gun. You can kind of like be heavy armor, basic, or like heavy heavy machine gun, blah blah blah. So there's this map, right? It's kind of, it will be redesigned, I think. Let's say I show you like Harkonnen Village, which is pretty cool. And then I'll show you Deep Desert. Deep Desert is like basically right there. Where you end, there's like multiple entries, and it's huge, but mostly, I wouldn't say pointless, I don't know. Let me see, look up the map, I'll show you maybe a big spice. That's where the worm is. Deep Desert map. Because it's huge, you basically like there's a perk for like cartographers as well. So for example, you like fly, you scout the deep desert because it's so huge, you make a map of it, and then you can sell it to other players so they don't have to look for it, because like you'll see. But with online, you know, you can just look it up online and that's it, so it's kind of pointless. But they were cooking with it, right? Like in terms of ideas and stuff. You can make like map charts every week, for example. You go, that's how you make money, right? Like it's like you can be selling. There's an auction house, you can sell on auction house. It seems like still active, to be honest, just not as a lot. You can sell like auction house, you can sell like your map charts, maybe, you know, your weapons. You can be a crafter for people, like whatever it is, right? There's a bunch of things to do. That's just like the, you know, social hub for Harkonnen. There's the traders one. There are trainers, advanced trainers, so you can unlock like next tier, basically, right? And you just kind of, you know, there are missions and quests you do, and blah blah blah. That's where you pay taxes, shit like that, you know. Seamlessly traveling into Deep Desert would have been much cooler without loading. Yeah, true. The thing is like behind so they have a server on what I'm on, right? But Deep Desert is connected to like, let's say, I don't remember the number, I'll just give you the number, like random, right? It connects like, let's say 16 servers together. So like, even though you're building your base, your PvE base on one server, it feeds into multiple servers, Deep Desert collecting it from different servers. So that's the idea. I think that's why I did behind, like loading and all that stuff. Harko Village, well, I don't know. There are representatives in the PvE base as well, like Harkonnen, I showed it in the trade as well. I think they will be changing this map a little bit, because it's kind of stupid to navigate. These are supposedly players, but I don't think so. Even during the launch, it didn't look like they fly like players. So. These are nukes flying into the deep desert. I think to kind of basically break the lore-wise, I think they break the shields so you can fly in, something like that. I could be wrong though, but I assume these are nukes. It's basically like a Harko village. There's like some quest related things, areas as well. But that's irrelevant to be honest. The storms there are way bigger, and the storms there are like actually the ones that destroying bases and shit. So you can raid them. So here is the deep desert. If Haga Basin was basically like that, right? Probably. Something like that. Haga Basin is like that. And it keeps going and going and going and going, and it goes the same to like I think 9 sectors basically. It's a huge ass fucking area. Technically empty, especially in the beginning. I think they loaded up a little bit more, but technically empty. So it's not really a crazy. It's like a cool thing, but at the same, I was like, why can I not see shit? New reset happened, so I can't see shit. So 1 sec. Let me just quickly take a look. I think there is like a map for it.
Right, so this is the map, right? So this is where we are. And it's all like divided in sectors and stuff. These are the huge ones that like, I cannot solo it, but you can have like good builds and stuff to solo it. I just don't have, you know, equipment right now. And these are deep spices where you're supposed to like go fight for them basically, right? These are PvP areas. There's plenty of like titanium is like the tier 6 stuff, which is where you need to go, right? They changed stuff where which one is PvP, which one PvP zone. I think they pushed PvE a little bit further. It used to be just one zone, I think, where you build and that's it. But I think they pushed it to maybe here. I don't remember. Oh, even to here. Holy shit. So it looks like to 4 maybe. Again, one thing I hate. Make it fucking numbers going up, you know? Like you go 9 levels up, not fucking letters. Who counts like letters to the side? It's so stupid. A, B, C, D, and then one out. Like fuck you. Well, whatever. That's irrelevant. These are large spice fields. I'll show you the vid once I find it. What did I want to show? Oh yeah, I did want to show these. Oh, this is a large spice field, even PvE. So what is it? D5. Yeah, I hate numbers, but D5, E5, right? Something like that. I just want to show, right, real quick. Roughly here. Just like this is what I mean by the you will fly for a very long time. All you hear is because the deep desert is huge and fucking empty. And you're gonna be flying for a very long time, bro. There's obviously like different armors, light armor, heavy armor, and then like steel suits for like surviving deserts. There's a bunch of like suspensors and stuff, ammo, shmammo, little camp. Bases. There's some bases over there. It used to be like lit up with giant bases. People would be building like incredible big bases, even in here. Even if you can raid them, but they will like make defenses around it, like a bunch of shit. So it was active. Like people are still kind of active, but I don't think to the same level. I think it lost like a lot of player base. Oh yeah, right there. The big spice exploded. That's I think that you scout that shit kind of thing. But those spices are fucking huge. That you need a harvester to build. I'll show real quick what a harvester is on Carrier. I obviously don't have it, but I was gonna build it. So like you can go on a vehicle maybe. I don't even know if you can make it till here, you know? But you can kind of like island hop. Am I in PvP zone already? Well, that's okay. Zone change again. Interesting. So like people will be flying in here and like fighting each other on ornithopters. I obviously have a what's it called, storage, but like you would have rockets on it and shit. But that's where it's lacking, right? That's what a lot of kind of everyday gamers and like casual players did not understand it, and I, to be honest, like don't really see appeal in it. But that's kind of like what the deal is. I think this should be instance-based in terms of fights, because nobody's gonna have big, huge fights on buggies and sand bikes just to drive over there on a fucking bike. I don't think it's gonna happen, you know what I mean? I'll just fly to how big it is, basically. And that's how big is the place for the spice field is how big the mouth of that fucking worm is, basically. That's like the entire size of the mouth of the worm. You can scan it like shit like that, you know. There are things to like immerse yourself and play. With the group you'll be flying like, let's say, a carrier, which I want to find that video. A carrier, scout, assault, you know, like maybe a carrier carrying buggy and a harvester, shit like that, you know. There will be like there's sometimes ships drop like wreckages and you can like loot them and stuff. Yeah, the bigger we can get, the crazier the fucking size of it. But the closer we get, I mean, sorry. Altitude. But the idea is like really cool. It's just not really how people play. You know what I mean? So. But it is very immersive overall, like it's just enjoyable. It's very enjoyable overall, the game. Just not the PvP aspect, not the deep desert. But like I said, in a group, you're just going for like I don't think it's a big explosion actually. It should be though, no? Oh, it's a medium one, I think, no? Oh, it's a fucking medium, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a small, like a medium, I guess, not the small one. Oh shit. Okay, let's go to the market then. It's not the one that I was thinking of. Yeah, it's just a medium. It's like a huge explosion and then a shockwave comes through. It's so cool, to be honest, like seeing that. That one was like a E5 something like that one. If it's not an old map, because the update just have all day. You can have also thrusters on shit, so you can fly faster. There are also like there's like a whole oh shit, we're gonna crash. Hold on. There's a whole Landstrat system where you just do activities that, you know, the little houses pose, and then as like different guilds, they just compete with each other. But it's a bit, as far as I remember from the past, it was kind of broken, especially big guilds would just, the moment shit pops up, they just annihilate task, and by the time you even read the text, it's gone. So, or like it's done, you know, claimed and shit. So it was kind of weird. Oh yeah, some people build bases here as well, you see. Oh yeah, okay, here you go. That's a carrier right there. Look how big that motherfucker is. And that's a harvester. So they're actually actively playing and building harvester and like collecting spice and shit. We're not in PvP, I think, so technically. Like, that's how huge that thing it is. That thing is. I'm not sure what this is, to be honest. There's like two ornithopter bodies, so to speak, and just flying. So it takes like a group, you know, effort for the most part. I want to see a big field. There's another field over there, but it's got to be the small one as well. Technically, if you build it here, it should be here, right? Because this is a fresh one, they would have been annihilated already. Let's see. We are... maybe fly over there? Let me check real quick. Oh no. There is one in F4. And it's changing. Okay, I'm gonna fly there even if we die. Fuck, it's my only ornithopter, but whatever. We're flying officially into PvP areas, so if I get ganked, I might be fucked because I don't have thrusters. Oh, I think I see it, okay. Fight? I got nothing to fight. They have tier 6 shit. Tier 6 is way different, like way better, I guess, than tier 5. So there's a drastic difference. And I'm on tier 5 civilian fucking... Oh, that's probably the big one, right? Look like that. Civilian fucking storage base scout. You know, I don't have rockets on me and shit like that. The only thing I can fight is with my mouth to their cock, and that's it. I think that's, yeah, that should be it. So whatever this small bitch we saw as a worm, this one... I'm really afraid if somebody's like flying in or some shit. It hasn't exploded yet, so like there's no spice in there. But I'll show you the size of it. Like that's the size of it. Normal one would be like the size of like a fucking buggy. That's the entire mouth of this fucking thing. So it can eat a lot of shit once it wakes up, basically. That's a worm. That's Shai Hulud right there. Like I'll just get closer just to make sure. If you get eaten by that, well, GG, bro. That's the size of its mouth, basically. And like the idea, what they wanted is like people to fight each other, in here, right? So like somebody's like, I need to find that video. The only thing I need to find is that video. You will see what the idea was, and maybe you will get behind it as well. You'll play with your friends as well, because I do think it's like in group versus group, it's enjoyable thing, because if people still do engage with it, it's just a lot of solos don't, because you pretty much didn't have a chance back then, and really no point as well, you know. But for people that just want to play PvP, it's still happening. It works. There's a crash ship. You actually see them crashing down. It's kind of cool too. Like this thing is still active overall, like, but mostly for groups that are interested. Solos are just flying around on PvE zones, just collect a little bit and build whatever they can. So it's not really worth it. At least for solos, right? But within tier 1 to tier 5, it's fantastic. Genuinely, just fun shit. But with the group, I would love to go. One on carrier, one on fucking harvester, collect quickly. The other one scouting. Maybe we drop like a, you know. Again, I need to find a video. That they will literally shows exactly how, like, I want to play. But that's how they intended as well. I would just fly back because there's no. There is no leave and come back and spawn whoever, you know. But you see what I mean by 5 minutes, man. You just fly for 5 minutes like that. This is tier 5 ornithopter, so it's technically, it's like from the old base. Technically one of the fastest one, but obviously you can do tier 6. I like the design of them, they're kind of cool. There's more where winds meet than where winds meet. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. You got it right, man. You got it right. I do like the overall like concept, to be fair. I genuinely think like having a lobby where you log in or like you queue in with your desired vehicle. Let's say you crafted like, you know, tier 5, tier 6 assault, and you just log in with that, and there's like a big PvP event, right? But like there are no worms, so you can use, I mean, just in that strip of land, right? Like let's say like a whole strip of one line, right? On one side there's like 50 people, on the other side 50 people, right? And you queue in, like let's say you have like 5 assaults, 7 scouts, 15 buggies, and then the rest are infantry, for example, right? And like a couple of sand bikes and shit, and they have like a different number, so it's like more imbalanced, right? Like more imbalanced and different in its own right. Maybe you have a bunch of assaults, but they have a bunch of infantry with rocket launchers, right? And then you all fight each other, but you fight in your own manner how you want it, right? Like you want queue in like as a, there will be tanks at some point, right? You want to queue in as a tank and stuff, you go in as a tank, and then you just kind of play with it. Like I think that would be more fun than whatever open shit you gotta create your own fun type PvP, right? Then you kind of, you can craft from your PvE, hug a base and base, and just compete, you know, and just play. You have something to play for every week, so to speak, you know, to collect materials because you lost one. And if you lose it, you know, you take too much damage, you lose it, right? Like we all understand it, blah 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 kind of thing. And then next week you're building, because building them is not really crazy long. So you, like for the next week you know, craft them again, like gather materials again, stuff like that. There is something for you to do every time, right? And it's like okay to lose, kind of like extraction shooters, right? It's, you collect the loot because you hoard it because you're ready to lose it next time, right? And you collect it basically, so when you lose it you can grab again and go again, right? Kind of similar concept, right? And then your big base makes sense to have, right? Makes sense to maintain, stuff like that. And then you just accumulate people, make friends, and then Next time you queue as 5 instead of as a solo, right? But there are things to do, like there's a... Well, I can't show it, obviously. There are things to do in terms of like... there are dungeons, PvP dungeons, blah blah blah. Let's see what they've got. Another carrier as well. Oh, it's a giant container, that's what it was, okay. There used to be like a lot of bases everywhere. There's, some of them like giant as well, really cool looking. But population is very low now, which is expected. But they will have like a server merges and stuff, so I'll just build my base, save my base, and then merge it, or like go to another server maybe, and then just plop it there. Wish I had only like assault. Oh man, the way it sounds is just so deep, so cool. They got quotes from the book. Bless the maker and his water, Cain's murmured. Oh yeah, there's like Sardaukar patrols. I mean, they're pretty much. I mean, I once built a base right under the patrol of Sardaukar, so anytime they're like looking for you, right? There's like a little ship flying around looking for you, and they'll basically stun you and then drop like elite units to fight you. And now I built my base at the tier 1, like at the beginning, right? Right under their fucking patrol. So quite a few times it happened when I would open the door, go outside, and immediately get caught by their beam and start fighting. I'm like, motherfucker. But it was a temporary base just to kind of like go to the next one, right? But every time it was just open the door and it was like, okay, dude. That one is for the show though. And there's a big ship right there, but that's the one that like teleports you basically. It's like a wormhole kind of thing ship. People build on this one a lot, like in this area. We saw like a really cool base over there a little bit. And this will be my base, like on top of this thing as well, plus the tunnel, the Sphinx butt, and all that stuff. I show you the music when you like drive by. Let me see. You can start only one vehicle in this one, so you can't really do more. Oh yeah, like let me see. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. You can change to a trade is one, which looks way cooler in my opinion. I love the moment when you like drive on like trying to cross into another region, but it's long enough for the worm to spawn and the music kicks in as you're passing. It's like so cool. Let's see if I can do that. They lowered the sound of the engine for sure. I'm on tier 1 actually. I might get eaten. Shit. It's not as fast to cross something, so the worm might actually spawn. Let me see if I can just drive around. It's just like it's the angle when you like drive and he's kicking in. I don't want to like bait him too much. Where's the music when it kicks in? Oh my god, I'm on the fucking drum sound. Oh shit. Okay, I'm playing with fire, I'll be honest. These are just like accelerate his it's like a drum sound, whatever this shit is. Drum sand. Let me cross from here to here. I think it's gonna kick in. It doesn't seem to be as aggressive as it used to. That's for sure. there were some bugs in the beginning. I remember when you could see like the worm flying in the sky. There was some like broken worm shit. To some extent that they actually what's it called? They turn off the worm completely. We're just fucking broken. I don't think it will kick me, I'm not sure. I'll just stay here, it's okay. Oh. Come on, wormy boy. I'm not scared. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, they definitely turn it off. Used to be like when you crossed it, just the worm will already be like, what's for dinner? There you go. Oh, the music didn't kick in. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. There's no way I can do it right now. It would be like this cool music of danger. I loved it. I always loved it when I tried to cross. There he is, bitch. I see you. It's not even Shai-Hulud, it's just some little baby. Oh, okay, bitch. I am your bitch. I am your bitch. Okay, okay. You're not a baby. You're not a baby. I'm sorry. What the fuck? This body attack to do it instead of... Yeah, I know, right? I should have done that. Whatever, we'll show the worm later. Or at least the sound when or maybe if I cross over here. I'm literally playing with fire at this point. Usually that's what I cross. Oh god. Oh god! Well, it kicked in, but the music didn't kick in. What's going on, dude? Interesting. Alright, let's just show that video and then we'll go, man. I do need to cross back. Oh, the shadow. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Let's go back, let's go back. There's a tier 1, it's not really speedy though. We'll tease him a little bit. There are thumpers you can place where it will be like, oh, dinner! He's definitely not as aggressive. Did they tone him down? Because it used to be like just crossing this would be already dangerous as fuck. But that's the music. And then you just drive with the music. Oh, it just feels as if you're like driving away from him. It feels so cool. Dum, 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 dum. I always love that part. But it's not as aggressive as it used to be. That's very interesting. I'm gonna put one of these like new vehicles in here. Or at least like something we'll do with that. Alright, let me see if I can find that video.
Doom, 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 doo, doo, doo. I don't know if this is the one, but I don't think so.
There is another path for you. Awaken.
You begin as a nameless prisoner. Sculpt your appearance, choose your background, and then crash into the planet. You are abandoned and alone. Hunted by sandworms. Scorched by the unforgiving sun. Ravaged by sunstroke. Stick to the shade. Chase the moving shadows. Survive. Welcome to Arrakis, the most dangerous planet in the universe. Meet hundreds of other players in the vast online world. Befriend or betray those you meet. Form a wary alliance, in this case, a spit dart rifle and a still suit, for your help taking down territorial deserters. Working with others will always increase your chance of staying alive. The Deserter Base.
Content.
Climb to a vantage point and prepare for violence. Your choice of weapons and abilities determines your
What a
strategy.
shitty game is this?
Swordmasters lead the charge into battle, literally.
It's Conan in the future.
Repel ranged attacks with a shield, and then take them out, one by one. Deploy the Hunter-Seeker and kill
No,
from the
that thing is
shadows.
wild actually. It's crazy.
Take what you can from
That
the
you can
fallen.
just
On
do the game.
Arrakis,
Interesting.
nothing of value is wasted. Mine, harvest, and gather.
Look at that with the seat, like the buggy with the seat. I love that. Look at that.
Mine,
Meow.
harvest, and gather with your group to build bases and unlock more advanced equipment, like the blood purifier. Refine the blood you collected from your enemies to extract drinkable water.
Look at the UI, it's so different.
Craft improved equipment using fabricators. Replicate your bases in new locations with the blueprint system, and then sell blueprints of your architectural wonders
Now you can actually
to
store
other
the
players.
base, not just blueprint.
Lead your group to become a guild. On Arrakis, a nameless prisoner can rise, construct an ornithopter, and take to the air.
Alright, I'll show you the deep desert. I think I found it.
The control point, it's a different house control point now, different spaces on the map, a couple of eco labs this time, 4 or 5 caves, and the
Okay.
shipwreck. So you can sort of see how this changes and how this loot encourages exploration for people each week.
And that's one tile.
That's one section.
One of
81st.
One of 81.
Yeah.
But I will
There
say
we go.
this: it's a very big desert with a lot of space. So there's not all the tiles are that populated each week. So people aren't like, oh, there's not 15 eco labs in every square, right?
No.
Like it's
Yes.
more
big
sparse.
barren place. And this is also like important because if we
And it
want
was
people
barren
to fight
indeed.
over things, we actually need to draw them to the same places to fight
Yes.
over specific things in PvP.
Yes. So for
Alright.
the ones who actually do want the PvP, they have a place to go where they know there's probably other players there as well.
Okay, so
You hear
now
the
we
sound
have a transport
outside?
ornithopter. This is the largest flying vehicle that you can craft in the game. And this may be my favorite game mechanic because the transport
I agree.
ornithopter can pick things up.
Here on the left, there's a like on the side you can't hear, but you hear the assault flying in.
So this is the largest flying vehicle that you can craft in the game. And this may be my favorite game mechanic because the transport
I agree.
ornithopter can pick things up. And I love it because it can pick up almost anything that is a vehicle, right, in the game. So
One of the things you'll see in the mid game is like the buggies.
For that, sorry, I keep pausing. For that reason, that I think like playing with people is fun because like everyone is on different ones, play like flying together. It's just super fun shit.
there's a vehicle, right, in the game. So
One of the things you'll see in the mid game is like the buggy is really hard to get to places, right? Even though it mines so
Yes.
much more than you can ever possibly
What
mine
an
yourself.
easy vehicle.
But it's,
No,
it's a pain,
Patrick.
right, to get up on the shield wall or to get it out here.
So a good tactic with the buggy though is to use it as storage and use the transporter ornithopter to pick it up and carry it. Are we going to show an example of carrying? I guess we are.
Yes, we are, because what we're actually preparing for here is a spice harvesting mission.
So the team's going out to do some spice harvesting.
So we are actually gonna pick up a harvester.
So now we're coming out into what I call the real deep desert, right? This is actually what you think of when you think of Arrakis from the movies, right? So we just got the nice tutorial pop up talking about the deep desert.
Yes.
So this is the Arrakis that we know from the films. So Hagar Basin is like and it's taking a lot of the information that we have from the books and about like the different biomes and things and making it into a truly sort of interesting PvE experience. But this is the true deep desert of Arrakis. This is a place where people are scared to go. This is where the Fremen live. We're passing.
But that concept, like, it makes sense, right? It's interesting. Like, I get it. I buy it. I want it. But it didn't really play out the same way.
Outside the shield wall now.
Players just didn't play like
where
that.
the War of Assassins and the PvP is allowed to happen.
Spice blow.
And you can see a spice blow in the distance, which draws people from miles around to go there, right? And I do want to say, this section here, if you turn the camera right and left, you can see that we have the shield wall. This is 24 kilometers long, and you can't see people all the way along. So people who are like nervous about going into the deep desert because they're worried about, the PvP is. I think there's like an element from my end, a designed moment that we've talked about on this project quite often is like, you come to the edge of this vast ocean, and you dip your toe in the water, and you're a little bit scared of sharks, but you see something in the distance and you think, I can make it. I can get there and I can get back. And the first time it's scary, and you feel that tension, and the second time, and the third time, but you feel that tension, but you actually start doing it, right? And I get that people worry about toxic behaviors and ganking and so forth, but we tried to build a space where you can get away from people as well.
Correct, yeah. So I think that's really important to talk about is, in Dune, you were given the tools to get away, right? Like if overwhelming amounts of people come after you, maybe you can't quite get away, but that's generally not going to happen. So a lot of it is more about, PvP is about controlling a point and like having to give up that point if you don't feel like fighting
over things instead of kicking down sandcastles.
Exactly.
Correct. So on the Landsrad here, this is kind of interesting, right? So you can see the Landsrad's in the state of like, if we claim this as the Atreides, we're going to win what we call a Sisselrad. And a Sisselrad means that we're going to get the voting power for the week. So a Sisselrad is when we can complete a row. So normally, if you were Harkonnen and Atreides in this situation, you'd both be fighting over this particular control point because you really don't want the other one to win for the week. But normally, like it's kind of, you're always blocking each other and causing like the other team to have to, go back and focus on filling out a row or trying to fill out as many squares as possible. So we're trying to take the
House Hagel.
House Hagel owns this control point in the deep desert. We're in the deep desert as Atreides taking over this control point on their behalf, and you can see it's just this control point. It's a place that you have to defend in the deep desert. It'll draw other people, and it will earn you points over time. It's a classic control point in the deep desert. One other thing, just if you stop for a second here, one other thing I just wanted to point out, one of the feedbacks we had in beta was about team markers. You can see our new team marker system in the game here. It's deliberately only for the 4-person groups. I will not allow this to be in the game for guilds because I want, especially I know people talk about Zergs. I think when Zerg guilds and there's 40 people attacking each other on the screen, if everybody can see who's in their guild, it's very easy to target the people that you're trying to.
You can be a Norn mummy, yes.
Zerg, but if it's just the group, then it's much more difficult for Zergs to actually not do friendly fire.
Yeah.
And there is full friendly fire on guilds.
I mean, they can do it if they work for it, right? They can make sure everyone has the same swatches and the same armor. So there is ways to do it, but they have to work.
Dress like and infiltrate.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's
we didn't want to take
no
away
artificial.
Yeah, it's been one of my. Let's say I will say this is one of those things where I have had to fight with a lot of developers on this project about this. There's a crashed ship down there, by the way. It's kind of cool that you could also go.
I wish there was no friendly fire
loot that
in guilds.
But it's like. Giving too much information for free to players actually limits our ability for people to have politics and intrigue.
Yeah.
Because if I can see your name over your head, I know who you are, right? But if I don't know who that is, and you dress in my clothing and you walk into my base and you follow me around, it's like I might just think that you're my friend from the guild, when in fact you're just like, you know, trying to infiltrate. And we want to allow that possibility because that is Dune. At its core, that is how things work. Though. There are plans within plans, there are groups within groups.
I remember that from early on, where your kind of law was information has to be earned.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was a very early thing.
Can I just point out that we just crossed a server border?
Yeah.
Like our game has server meshing tech in the deep desert, and it's been a very painful technical thing to get working.
Yes.
But we just crossed a server border. You probably might not have even noticed any sort of hitching or anything because it's very seamless. And again, shout out to our technical team who've been working their butts off to get this in good shape. But we just crossed a...
Technically, the idea of the scouts, right? Like they're technically scouting ahead, right, and then finding those because you don't have a map every week. Like you gotta rechart it, right? Which is what the cartographer and stuff. So the idea was basically like they fly with boosters, right, and scout the area. Hence, scout ornithopter. They changed the name now, I think. But the idea was that, right? Like they wanted, like I really love what they cooked there overall in concept. Just in gameplay, it didn't work out the same way. Like people, if you play immersively, right? That would be so cool, right? Like you got the cartographer who like flies around every week, like you know, scans the area, finds the shit, maps it, puts map charts and stuff, and then sells it to other houses or like whatever the shit. I like the idea. It's just, you know, unfortunately people just don't play.
Server border from one server to another.
If they made like a full RP server, that would be interesting, to be honest.
It's basically not visible, which is great.
Yeah, what we call like authority transfer.
Authority transfer between servers, yeah. So now we're picking up a random sandcrawler and bringing it out to the spice harvesting field. So, I mean, I love that. I love that mechanic. I think it's fantastic fun in the game, just picking things up.
The transport ornithopter is quite slow.
Yeah, it's very slow.
So it is dangerous to go out just in the transport ornithopter.
And you can, of course, sit in the harvester while being transported, which is really fun too.
You can also, I think the transport ornithopter has like 5 seats as well. So you can bring a whole little group with you.
Or have them
kidnap other enemy harvesters as well, which is also super fun to do.
But we should talk about spice, because that's really ties the entire end game together, right? So all the tier, the tier 6 or the last like set of resources, right? Everything requires spice to craft it. So your end game gear, your end game tools, end game vehicles.
Everything end game requires spice for crafting, essentially. And also, we mentioned the Landsrad. The Landsrad has always the center square of the Landsrad requires spice to win. It's important. The Sandcrawler is like, it's not the full harvesters that you've seen in the films. Those are owned by the big houses.
Look at that bike over there.
But as you can see here, this is like a little raid event. We just placed a thumper on the sand. We have a guy on a bike. He's riding around dropping thumpers.
You should also hear it actually on stream now. You hear
the thumpers are really important because sandworms roam the deep desert. They will be coming, and you need to be placing out thumpers to distract them away from that sandcrawler while it's harvesting spice. And you want to keep it on this.
Just like in that RTS game where they're harvesting, then like in the movie as well, slowly moving, harvesting. Like, look at that motherfucker.
Dropping thumpers.
You should also hear it actually on stream now. You hear
the thumpers are really important because sandworms roam the deep desert. They will be coming.
Look at that BZB over there, already like making a line. He's already like harvesting. Oh, it's just so nice. I love this shit. And it's just a big mummy, you know, watching over a little fella just snoring fucking spice.
And you need to be placing out thumpers to distract them away from that sandcrawler while it's harvesting spice. And you want to keep it on the spice as long as possible, just like in the book. You want to stay on the spice, earn as much profit as you possibly can. Yeah. You can even see the trail that the sandcrawler is leaving in the spice as it sucks up spice into its little vacuum pack.
Yeah, so the sandworm stops being, it not stops, but it's less of a threat as you're going throughout Hauga Basin into the mid game. But then at the end game, right, there's sandworms all over the place, and it becomes a threat again, especially when you're trying to get spice from the sands.
So you saw the sandworm just took that thumper. Hopefully our intrepid thumper places have put out more of them.
They're totally well organized. They have like several people placing out thumpers. They have like the scouts here in the air that we see as well, which is really cool to see.
Looking for worms.
Plus our transport to be ready for any kind of danger that might occur.
And so as soon as the sandcrawler, like the person driving the sandcrawler knows that they're the target of the sandworm, they need to radio in and be like, get me off the sand, so that the transport ornithopter will pick them up. But at the moment, I think we're using the the thumpers effectively as a team. And this is a part of it, right? Like, this is why the Deep Desert is very Dune. I don't think you have this experience in any other game.
I agree. Though.
And the idea was to create this. So if you are here with your guild, there's something to do and it's fun and it's interesting. But then other players might show up as well. And that's where it becomes another step, right?
So you're saying it's not just reskin Conan Exiles? Is that what you're saying, Joel?
We can talk about what the word reskin means. We can talk about, like, you know, that some of the best games in the world are reskins of other games.
So you see here, though, that there is a lot of sandworms that are popping up here constantly, which is both fantasy but also terrifying.
There is a limit to how much they will eat thumpers, right? They do eventually get annoyed.
Eventually they have enough.
I'm not that dumb, right? Like
they'll eat thumpers for a while.
I see what you're doing here.
Yeah, so. A diverse palette.
Yes. But yeah, this is like
you also see nicely the scouts around to see, like, also potentially looking out for sandstorms coming in. Of course, they're kind of devastating in this particular worm signs. Enemies coming in as well.
Enemies coming in.
Yes.
So it's this is kind of the experience of like harvesting spice in the Deep Desert from a large spice blow. And there are smaller spice blows like that you can come to with a smaller guild.
We also have them in Haga Basin, of course.
Yes. There's just a couple ones in Haga. It's very limited because we wanted spice to be a rare resource that you need to go out there into the Deep Desert to get.
And talking about like concentration of people, like the spice blow you can see from really far away, right? 20 plus kilometers away. So you do need to bring some friends to be looking out for other people coming in.
Yep.
That's where you lost me.
So I know we've seen some comments from people that are like, well, you have to go into the Deep Desert to get like the highest type of gear and such.
That is not true. We have the exchange. We just showed that before, right? So you can be somebody that is making something that a person on the exchange would want, right? That goes into the Deep Desert to get spice or to get, you know, like some schematics. They can go to Arakeen or Hargo Village, post that, you know, and then you can trade it on the exchange. Or you can meet up in person and trade with
picking up the crawler.
I think there might have been some we can't hear it though, but there might have been some rumblings and some indication that
this one is a bug, by the way. The spicy spears, it's all a bug. So
I think that they got worm sign and they need to move. We do have a known bug in the game where the spice color disappears from the sand.
Yeah, that's how you know the worm is coming.
But it's happening.
Oh, there he is.
That's why they.
And there's the grandfather
we can actually
worm.
hear that.
Look at
that's shy.
Look at the normal worm that will eat you and your base, and look at this bitch that will eat you and your base and your planet and everything.
Oh, there he is.
That's why they.
And there's the
we can
grandfather
actually
worm.
hear that. Yeah.
That's shy.
It's great seeing the little sandworm.
Yeah, the little tiny one on the side. You can see the scale.
Little baby, like getting into the action there.
This is the ringmouth worm.
That's the ringmouth,
And that's gonna swallow everything that's in the middle.
Yeah.
They're like just everything there is lost.
It takes the lot. But these guys managed to succeed and they can take their haul out of the Deep Desert today with them.
Very well prepared. For that worm.
They were well prepared.
Very well prepared. So as our crew here is now going back to...
Hear me out. If you mention gacha game or Conan or your fucking Imperium, whatever.
Actually, maybe we can explore a little bit because we do actually have Imperial testing stations here as well. And I think we're actually somewhat close to one, if I remember correctly. So we can maybe show that a little bit as well. Again, to just bring it in that there is a lot of content.
You get the idea now, right? And like
Hear
you can
me out.
Okay.
And in the Deep Desert, that is not just
like that's the end game, right? And that's where they kind of they didn't really drop the ball, but I think it's poorly thought out in terms of testing how people would play it. So people didn't really play it necessarily that way, or it wasn't very interesting to play in the first place, right? So that's where they kind of like that's where you get the negative reviews. People that say forced into it, you're not forced into it. People are just dumb. But okay, dude. What do you mean? Like shit like that. You see what I mean? So like you decide for yourself whether it's worth it or not. I think that up until getting to this point when solo, it's absolutely worth it. After that, you will have to decide for yourself. But if you play with friends, having something like that is viable. Like having the carry, like scouts and shit, and just having fun. it is possible to do, and it's fun, I think. And also on top of that, then if you do that, PvP will be happening, because these actually fields are quite active. I mean, you see it there just in a dead server. There's at least like a two or three bases with the harvester, so people do play it. Even on like dead servers, at some point they will merge, so it will be different. So it will be even more active. Obviously, population is small, but like within that small population, it will be active. So based on that, you get to decide whether it is worth it for you or not. I'd say with friends, even Deep Desert is worth it. Even if you don't want to do like the harvester shit, there are plenty of dungeons to do that are like fun to do, I guess, to some extent. As much as you enjoy combat is not exactly anything exciting. But it is fun to like beat it together, right? So,
folks, listen. We have Lost Kid 95 in the chat. He says, "Hate me out." Very confusing.
Why can you never fucking spell anything right?
Explanation. Just hate. Tremendous hate. Meanwhile, Funky's laptop is melting. Webcam is gone. Cooling it with water bottles like a true innovator. Lost Kid 95. We're still waiting.
I think you broke him.
The people deserve answers.
And? Now we're waiting for sure. What the fuck was that?
Flat out PvP, right? So
you get the idea, I think, right? Like the overall. This is actually, let's see. This was the trailer.
Heat my bussy.
What is the let's see what in chapter 3 is coming. Actually, I don't know, to be fair. This was chapter 2. Let's see. What the hell? Oh. I got ads on both sides. What the fuck? This is a trailer for chapter 2. Let's see what chapter 3
will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Do you understand?
Y'all don't know hear me? No? Oh yeah, I got the
string of
cutscene.
murders across the capital. I don't know who we can trust.
You will work with my investigator and stop this killer before he strikes again.
Damn, I haven't done this story. I'm kind of curious.
Let's go and find out who you are. Bloodline search.
Oh yeah, you can change the character.
We need all the hands that we can get. Can you take directions?
What the fuck? I've done a couple of these, I think. What the fuck? Ooh, I like that. That looks cool. What the hell is that? That looks okay. What the hell is that? Who designed that? What is this shit? That's a trade, is right? Good for them. Fuck you. I like this though. That looks nice. Okay, none of them look good except this one is kind of cool though. You can, well, like, I guess it's been adjusted, right? So for the male characters it would look stupid, but this is crazy. I think this story might be interesting actually. I'm curious.
Wow. We have a comment from Lost Kid 95. He says, and nobody expected this, heat my bussy. Incredible. Truly incredible. No context, no warning, just heat. Big heat, the hottest. People are shocked. The chat is melting. Some say it's too much. I say it's very bold. Very powerful words. Lost Kid, explain it. The people demand answers.
Chapter 3 is the biggest update to Dune Awakening yet. A rebuilt endgame, new maps...
Yeah, see, rebuilt endgame is what I'm actually kind of curious.
Chapter 3 is the biggest update to Dune Awakening yet.
New,
a rebuilt endgame, new maps, missions, testing stations, and much more.
This arena as well, which is not PvP, which is stupid, I think. Should be PvP.
Choose among the great houses and take on Landsrad missions that will further your specialization as a crafter, gatherer,
that's interesting,
explorer, fighter, or saboteur. 10 new locations are available across the Overland map, each with new challenges. These include 5 new Imperial testing stations with scalable difficulty and rewards.
You can even challenge yourself even further, it's like. So group play would be super fun. Oh, interesting.
Once you completed these challenges, return to your base and craft augments, a new way to upgrade your Tier 6 gear and progress in the endgame. Dozens of augments are available for weapons and armors. Speaking of weapons, new dual blades provide a unique way to approach melee. The rapier, reborn, turns attack into defense in a single fluid motion. Cool. And from afar, the pyrocket smokes out those who think they can hide.
Peons, bondsmen, now familiar.
I think this chapter will be interesting.
Let the battle begin!
The main story of Dune Awakening continues in Chapter 3 with the new storyline. Infiltrate the arena in Neo-Carthag and fight in bloody gladiatorial battles.
I give you the degenerate.
I kind of like the armor.
Then reunite with a familiar ally and descend into the heart of the smuggler domain.
It's not every day we get visitors here.
Chapter 3 also launches.
Bro, look at this base. Oh, that's like a different, like I guess like a faction, I guess. Look, what the fuck? Oh, holy shit, man.
The DLC. This includes a full 74-piece smuggler building set, a 17-piece decoration set, 3 armor sets, and more. This is Dune Awakening, Chapter 3. A rebuilt endgame, deeper systems, new missions, new weapons, and new ways to define your role.
They came in nameless. Now the pit carves their legend in blood.
That's kind of cool.
Please stay tuned for more Chapter 3 details.
Star Wars sequels.
And see.
Let me remove VIP status, please. What did it say? 74 smuggler pieces, 17 decorations with armor suits, weapon skins, new emotes, smuggler's watch, raider buggy, smuggler's swatch. Okay, I think it's swatch is the color. Raider buggy, interesting. I thought it was a raider sandbike though. I saw. Free update. Main story continues. Rerun program. Oh, this is DLC. I wonder if I have it. I don't know actually. Landsrad missions, 5 mission maps, scalable testing station. That would be interesting to do. Augments for tier 6 would be interesting. Faction ranks, I don't know. Faction rewards, vehicle skins. Oh, that's probably the Raider one. Okay. But Raider buggy is something interesting. They added like a... What was the one? I don't have it yet, but I'm curious to get it. I think like I should have it now, right? In chapter 2. Oh my god, these fucking ads, bro. I don't even know what that is, man. It's not even an ice cream. That's... I don't know, actually. Really just... This is what we have right
the
now.
Mithra's in pieces. The cargo's vanished, and no one knows what it really is.
Oh yeah, the cargo
Arrakis is full of secrets. Ancient things buried deep. I need your help, stranger. That package is the key to everything. Find it.
That's
and
a new
don't
vehicle.
let
Look at that.
anything stand in your way.
What the fuck?
There's been a string of murders across the capital. I don't know who we can trust.
Yeah, you can
will
trust the
work
big
with my
bald Harkonnen guy that I'm
investigator
playing.
and stop this killer before he strikes again.
They're cooking, man. They're cooking. They just need to do like a PvP, right, and shit. And like I said, combat is not exactly super exciting, like or how it plays out, but it's alright. I'm getting to like it. So the plan is like I want to build a base. I might like go into full tier 6 and like all the uniques in tier 6, and then the chapter 3 kicks in. We'll just, you know, do all this, like all the content. I want to do this story though. So maybe like in the story with the mic, we'll do it like on weekends or something. Until Grey Zone update comes out and we go full Magic HQ, bro. But now you get the idea what the Dune is, you know? Hopefully it's interesting. I genuinely think it's worth it. I don't know, people like seem to like to hate on it, but it's definitely not the perfect game though, unfortunately. But it is close. Think of it as like a janky perfect game. If people just fully RP, perfect game. Just super janky. Kind of like Conan, to be fair. Janky as fuck, but you can have your own fun in it. You know? Like, we had so much fun. Like, I still can't get behind like how much I enjoyed that game. Even though it was janky as fuck. But it was just like fun shit to do. Especially some naked lady that was just constantly would like log out and fall asleep in the middle of the fucking base. I'm gonna play Conan again. I don't know, man. I like I said, it is as enjoyable to me as Dune, right? It's just I'd rather play Dune because it's a bit fresher and it's less janky in terms of combat and all that stuff. At least you can do like a lot of cool things with it. You know what I mean? I don't really like Conan for that reason because it's kind of like meh. But the dungeons there are way better than in Dune. At least in concept, like I said, combat kind of ruins everything there. But in concept, they're much cooler. But I'd rather play Dune. It's I wouldn't say more relevant, but like more kind of refreshed, if that makes sense, right? More modern than Conan. I remember this one perv that keeps trying to get close. Who would that be? I mean, we had a really cool time in there. But like the thing is, like, I want us to have time in Dune, like cool time in Dune, and I think potential there is much bigger. You know, we do like dungeons and shit. We do like build a harvester, go fight PvP, lose shit. Fuck it, we'll have plenty of materials for sure. I'll provide. We'll have like all of the testing stations, or like the crafting stations and shit. We have all the landing pads for everyone. We'll have rooms. You know what I mean? Like decorations and shit. I think this could be like a really, really fun overall playthrough. But obviously not advocating for you to get it or whatever, but like just saying that if we had to choose Conan or Dune, I think we should choose Dune and just have fun with it. There's a bigger potential there. What are we gonna do in Conan? Just build one base and then what? Go like on a couple of dungeons and that's it. We'll die to jank anyways. This one is just more modern, you know? So, you know, you decide. I'm doing the solo playthrough for now. I'll do the story. I'm kind of curious about the story. I got the cutscene with the bat, but I didn't touch anything. I want to finish the base first. Frankie wanted the waifu from the Snowland, the slave, and fight those rock cows. Oh my god, those fucking cows. They were like they had like interesting approaches in Conan though, where you had to like sacrifice the body to open the dungeon or whatever. I thought that was pretty cool too. Like little things like that, you know, just add to it. I thought that was awesome. I still think like I'll stick with Dune. I just enjoy it more. Even though, like I said, immersion and like overall fun, Conan absolutely has it. Which is a bit more dated, you know what I'm saying? And now you can replace walls. Before on launch you couldn't do that, which was fucking stupid as hell. Now whatever you build, you can just come replace quickly with like other design if you want, and you're good. Like literally Conan had it back in the day, you know what I mean? Yo, also dated funks? Yeah, so what? Nobody likes me, so there you go. Your argument doesn't really make sense. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. I'm doing discount till $5 first. Doing discount till $5 first. How about this? Don't wait for Dune to be discounted till $5. Just skip your 1-day gacha game and buy Dune for that money. How about that, huh? Sitting there like, oh, I don't spend money on stupid shit. I'll wait until it's on discount. Just don't fucking gacha game 1 day. Save that money and buy Dune. How about that? How about these nuts? Alright guys, I gotta call it. We'll call it. I might come back today, maybe we'll do some Dune or whatever. I don't spend on gacha. Good. Then spend on Dune. I mean, like, again, I'm not saying go get it. I don't give a fuck. Like, you guys choose whatever you want to choose. Like, I'll be playing and I'll be building big base anyways, because I just want to build a big base and like randoms passing by, right? Like whatever, some shit like that. But there's always a base for you there. Nice fractals, you twat. Oh, why didn't you say anything? I completely forgot. Waiting for an hour in a late to see unskippable Dune ad. Yo, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't get the fucking money for the Living Season World as well, so that's great too. Unskippable Dune ad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Whatever, man. Like, that's just how my streams go, you know. We just start on some random shit, ended up somewhere else, you know. Sometimes we just talk about cooking for an hour. I'm sorry that you waited. You should have said something. I'm sorry, man. Should have said something. We'll do it tomorrow, man. Money Guru Funk said, tell in chat where to spend money. Oh, the irony. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, I'm gonna call there, okay? Before I get yelled at for fractals or being broke. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. I'll come back later. We'll do maybe some Dune or whatever. And, you know, if anything, I'll see you tomorrow maybe in fractals. Yeah. We'll get that Living Season, okay? Alright, boys. Appreciate you hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.
Sweet smell of roses.
fist of earth fire.